Hey everyone, it's Erica Buzzard and I am coming to you live from my classroom. I am currently a high school history teacher for 16 more days, and I thought it was kind of bittersweet to record this here in my classroom since I will be leaving my profession of teaching in 16 days and doing a career exploration and focusing full-time on my Beachbody business. And I just felt very inspired and inclined to share my story because as I'm thinking through and reflecting on this time in my life, which is certainly a huge transition for not only me, but for my family and for my team, I've really kind of looked inside and kind of gathered my thoughts. And so I want to tell you guys a little bit about me. And so my story obviously, started long ago, but I'll kind of give you the shortened version of it. So I grew up in a city that was incredibly successful, very high quality, type A people, lots of privilege, lots of entitlement, but I was definitely not one of those people, especially financially. And so everything that I had, I worked for. And at the age of 14, I started working. Many times I would work multiple jobs, but I was also a varsity athlete in high school. And so I, was the captain of the volleyball team. I played basketball, and our school was one of the top schools in the state, so it was very competitive. And I even was offered a scholarship to play volleyball in college. I did have to turn down the scholarship because I needed to continue working in order to pay for my car and pay for insurance and pay for the things that I needed. So I ended up staying home and working full-time, and I put myself through college and graduated college with a very high, like 3.9 GPA, which was the best I had ever had in my whole life, but I worked really hard. And I worked full-time as I was going through college, and I graduated with a social studies education degree. And so I always thought that I would be a teacher, and that would just be what my life plan was. Well, God had a different plan in store for me. About 2.5 years ago, I was introduced to Beachbody from my upline coach, Erin Young, and she shared with me Shakeology. And at the time, I was a huge skeptic. I had no clue what Shakeology was, but I knew what Insanity and what P90X was. So I quickly decided that I would give Shakeology a try, and I love that 30-day money-back guarantee. So I used my birthday money, and I went for it. And that changed my life drastically. So I'm a mom. I have 2 kids. They are now 7 and 4, and I'm married. I love my family. I love my life. I'm a very proud mom. I always wanted to be a mom. But I just assumed that I would be a teacher because that was the next best thing to staying home. Not only that, but I loved children. I loved, interacting with people regularly. But I just assumed that being a teacher, getting off work at 3, having summers off and holidays off and things would be a really great idea. So when I became introduced to Beachbody, I had no idea that this would drastically change my life. I started, drinking Shakeology, and I signed up to become a coach because I loved the discount. And I started running some small challenge groups with close friends and family and that sort of thing, just for fun. And so for the first year of my business, I was really just having fun. I was, working full time, and I had no clue the potential on the gold mine that I was sitting on. And that brought me to Summit last year. I did move my business to Diamond about a year ago. And from that point on, I started really recognizing I always was diligent about my personal development and listening to the wake-up call and things like that. But I still was doubtful that it could really happen to be until I went to Summit last year, and my whole mind was blown. I saw all these people, just everyday people, coming into this experience, all different walks of life and ability and fitness levels. And, I saw people in wheelchairs working out, and I saw people of, all different, colors and ethnicities and backgrounds coming together, and the energy was incredible. And I just knew then and there that this was what I was meant to do forever. And so from that point on, I started thinking and contemplating on how I can make this happen. And over the past year, I have been able to build my business to today a 5-star qualifying diamond business, and on track to be an elite team. And we're not stopping. We're not stopping here. My team is incredible. I love them all so much. There's the bell. So it's time for me to go. But I just wanted to share a little bit of my heart with you guys today, and show myself that I know this is possible, but also to show my team that anything is possible. So thanks a lot for listening.